Georgia left no records of her ratification convention, but there is one letter to a delegate during that time. Connecticut left only fragments of the convention's proceedings, but some of them illustrate some important points about federal powers. Lachlan McIntosh wrote his friend John Wierat in December 1787 during the Georgia Convention. McIntosh was not a delegate, but Wierat was. McIntosh was suggesting an alternative to an unlimited ratification of the Constitution.
It may be thought prudent, at least for them at this time, to avoid the rocks on both sides of the question, i.e. of ratifying the Constitution or declining to ratify. Instead of binding ourselves and posterity forever to adopt the Constitution only for a certain period of time during which they will have a fair trial of its effects, and at the expiration of that time be at liberty and have it in their own power to adopt it again if they please for another period, either without or with any amendments they may find necessary.
Oliver Ellsworth and the Connecticut Convention show why the founders were thinking about an interstate commerce clause. Connecticut was situated in such a way that other states taxed goods destined for Connecticut, but which entered the United States through a port not in Connecticut. In this way, the taxpayers of Connecticut sent a large sum of money every year to other states. This was the reason why Congress was to have the power to, quote, regulate the value of interstate commerce, close quote, i.e. to prevent one state from taking advantage of a neighboring state.
Our being tributaries to our sister states is in consequence of the want of a federal system. The state of New York raises 60 or 80,000 pounds a year by impost. Connecticut consumes about 1/3 of the goods upon which this impost is laid, and consequently pays 1/3 of the sum to New York. If we import by the medium of Massachusetts, she has an impost, and to her we pay a tribute. If this is done when we have the shadow of a national government, what shall we not suffer when even that shadow is gone?
McIntosh's letters show that at least some people at the time doubted whether states could delegate powers to the federal government and then, later, recall them. He suggested ratifying with a specific sunset and then re-examining the deal. It is worth noting that McIntosh was opposed to ratification and was trying to maybe find a way to get ratification defeated in Georgia. In the end, he was not successful because Georgia ratified unanimously. Ellsworth illustrates why a power to regulate the value of interstate commerce should be delegated to the federal government. This would prevent one state from damaging the interests of another through trade and taxation.